don't block people now. Don't continue to don't just take life to that.
Come here, you wanna let World Cerebral Palsy Day. Cerebral Palsy Day is also known as as it defines as a neurological disorder caused by a non-progressive brain injury or malformation that occurs while a child's brain is under development. Cerebral palsy is primarily affected by body movement and muscle coordination. The World CP Day is a day that has been set aside for people across the world to create awareness about people with CP. The vision of the day is to ensure that children and adults with CP have the same rights, access, and opportunity as anyone else in our society. It is together that we can make that happen. It has been reported that around 17 million people globally have CP and over 20 million people across the globe are connected to someone with cerebral palsy, whether it be parents, child, brother, sisters, friends, aunts, and uncles. It is stated categorically that the dignity of a child should be respected at all times. The National Human Rights Commission is delighted to be part of this and commend the civil initiative for being at the forefront and giving a voice to the voiceless. I would like to assure you of the National Human Rights Commission's unwavering passion to continue to fight for the promotion and protection and enforcement of the rights of all Nigerians, especially the vulnerable members of our society, to ensure that they are treated fairly, equally. The Commission will not relent in its zeal to make the government live up to legal obligations and to create the conditions that will provide equal rights for all. Thank you.
Every year, the first Wednesday in the month of October is set aside as World Cerebral Palsy Day as a global event to draw attention to people with the CP condition, their families, as well as organizations providing them support. The theme of the 2016 World CP Day is "We Are Here." Cerebral palsy simply is brain damage caused by brain injury or abnormal development of the brain. It occurs while the child is still developing, before birth, during birth, or immediately after birth. Cerebral palsy affects bodily movement, muscle control, muscle coordination, muscle tone, reflex muscle, and balance. Research has shown that there are about 17 million people across the world living with cerebral palsy. Another 360 million people are closely connected to a child or adult with cerebral palsy. It is the most common physical disability in childhood, but the least understood. It is a complex disability. 1 in 4 children with cerebral palsy cannot talk. 1 in 3 cannot walk. 1 in 2 have an intellectual disability. 1 in 4 have epilepsy. The general African perception of people with disabilities, especially those born with special needs, are very different from people in other parts of the world. Their perception is superstitious and deep rooted in witchcraft or spiritism. In many of our communities, it's traditional belief that if a child is born with a disability, she or he will bring a curse on the whole family or village. many children with disabilities such as development delays, cerebral palsy, and other deformities in some communities are either buried alive or thrown into the river to return to the spirit world, and as a service of purification for the parents of such a child. The truth is that these beliefs and practices have more negative effects on the psychological and social status of these parents. About 2 years ago, sechild got information that Tesu, who has delayed development, was given out to be killed. The boy was threatened, even though the process of retrieving him was not without challenges. He was settled and has been under sechild care. It is amazing that where this boy was to be killed, there are pictures of children in similar conditions who have been killed by drowning to return to the spirit world, where they are assumed to have come from. Many children with special needs are still being killed through this process. Every child has his or her special needs, and until the right environment is created for these children to live with needs, many of them will be witnessed by ignorance. All children have the same basic rights. They need love, good food, good care, acceptance, and shelter. These children have only got a condition, which we are educating ourselves and communities, and not allow them to continue living in lack of correct information and wasting the precious lives of our special angels. Special needs children deserve the right to live, right to quality health, right to education, and any other right like every other child. The Seto Initiative for Children with Special Needs was founded by a couple, Aundifa and Kawa, Nigeria. Kawa is the mother of 2 children, Sedo and Aundifa, who were born with cerebral palsy. Sedo, to whom this contains the name, died at about 2 years, while Aundifa died at about 8 years. The absence of advocacy groups, professional assistance and support centers for the specific conditions of these children, and the desire to establish an institution, a voice, for similar things to the reservoir that provides children with cerebral palsy, their families and other caregivers with access to comprehensive information and resources led to the founding of sechild.
So we are together today to show support. One of my major support that I've seen in Nigeria that we need is equipment. These children, they work on sensory equipment. I was looking at their wheelchairs the first time I visited the center. The wheelchairs they're using today in worldwide are not wheelchairs for children with cerebral palsy. When we talk of sensory equipment, sensory wheelchairs, the wheelchair that Victory is seated on has to communicate to the therapist, has to communicate to the caregiver that the child has to go and ease him or herself. So the sensory wheelchairs has a form, that a communication tool that is installed in it that communicates to the parents, to the caregiver. So I'm just asking the Minister of Health, I am happy that they are here today, that the only support that is one major priority is providing the necessary equipment for these children.
We are ready to partner with you. We are ready to collaborate with you. We can collaborate through our technical expertise. And on the policy document, we are the experts and we're ready to work with you.
To the international organizations, especially UNICEF, to come on board and collaborate with this organization. I think we have just started doing this kind of thing in Nigeria, and I think if they keep it, they will be able to achieve the sustainable development goals for health, family health for children and motherhood. But we promise you our support, and we ensure that the media will collaborate with you also, and ensure that your voice is being heard in the nook and corner of this country.
I think this is a very good network, and most it's a sensitization for parents, because most parents, they just feel this is a bad child, a bad law, and the rest. I believe with this, it will really create more awareness and more message outside.
The management of sechild can be reached on the following number on your screen, or visit us at Sechild Center, 11C Close, Trade More Estate, Lugbe, Abuja, Nigeria.